We first introduced you to O2 Energies last fall. Last week, the solar company announced plans for $15 million 6-megawatt farm in Montgomery County, just west of Pinehurst. And there's already talk of a second farm that would be 4 times larger in the same area. Frank Graff has more on O2 Energies.
In the lobby of Aquesta Bank in Cornelius, customers are saving for the future. They don't realize that several stories above them, on the roof, North Carolina's energy future has already arrived.
So it's worked well for us. We've had no problems. So
it's a cloudy day, but the 3 solar panel arrays capturing the sun's energy atop the bank building will still generate about 3 kilowatts of power over 10 hours. That's about half of the 7 kilowatts the panels normally produce when the sun is shining. And to give some perspective, it's only about 1/3 of the electricity the average house uses in one day. Still, as the meters in the bank lobby that tally the power production show, the panels have saved the bank almost $10,000 in electricity costs since they were installed 5 years ago. The bank may add more panels.
The cost per panel has come way down from when we initially installed our system. And we have plenty of room on the roof for additional panels. So it is something that we'll look at the appropriate time.
This is time-lapse video of the construction of a solar farm in Surry County. It was built by Cornelius-based O2 Energies. The company also installed the solar panels on the bank's roof. O2 Energies runs a fleet of 7 solar farms across the state. It's one of the state's largest solar power companies.
And so on an annual basis, we're generating over 30,000 megawatt hours of electricity. But what does that mean? That means that more than 2,500 homes could have all their electrical needs powered by our solar farms. But we're just getting started.
The sun began shining on the state's solar power industry in 2007. That's when the General Assembly passed a bill requiring utilities to generate 12.5% of their power from renewable energy. The goal was to not only reduce dependence on fossil fuels, but also create a green energy economy. And it worked, allowing small businesses to participate in the energy market and generate power. O2 Energies is an example of how solar power has grown the fastest. It now accounts for 15,000 jobs across the state, everything from designing to building and installing solar panels.
And we're very excited that it is local.
Bill Taylor's company, Detweiler Clean Energy in Huntersville, builds the racks that hold the solar panels.
Well, we have engineering, manufacturing, sales, administration, accounting, etc., like any other business. We buy our content locally, so that has an impact on their business.
In all of our projects, we try to really focus on using the local workforce to build the solar farm. We focus on using the local contractors to provide services, even suppliers of materials, local hardware stores, so that people actually know it exists. After the project is up, we involve the local community college to try to help them with their training of workers that are looking to get into a new industry.
With a solar power industry established, the question now is how best to keep it going. Solar industry leaders say they still need some government help to keep their businesses growing. The question for state legislators is how best to help.
We want to see it expand. Want to be able to create and foster an environment that stimulates innovation, stimulates entrepreneurs that want to come and creates an environment from our financial institutions that feel comfortable investing in the environment.
Steve Kelland, who heads North Carolina State University's Solar Center, believes utilities should be encouraged to generate even more of their total power from solar.
It's a way to generate power that doesn't have a lot of the negatives associated with kind of the traditional ways of doing it. And it has a lot of positives because this is a manufacturing industry. If we work hard, we won't just have the projects in our state, but we'll have the manufacturers that make the equipment in our state.
Senate Bill 3 laid the foundation, and it was a good kickstart to get the market starting. Absolutely essential to put North Carolina in a leadership position. So where we are now is solar is not just something that should be 0.2% of our retail sales by 2021, which is what Senate Bill 3 said. But utilities themselves are starting to look at solar to be 1 to 2 to 5%, even upwards of 10% of the total electricity generation we expect in the next 15 to 20 years. That's exciting.
For more information on O2 Energies, visit our website.